Brian Goode's forecast has the National Weather Association's broadcast seal of approval.
All right, welcome back, and we're talking about a very nice spring-like day across the region today, but thunderstorms, and some of those could be locally strong, are certainly in the forecast.
Severe bands, though, still to the south of Charleston here, but they are lifting kind of to the north and northeast.
Now you can see that our rain band's really coming in strong now. We're getting pounded right now with some very heavy rain, and again, high swell as well.
We have more advisories I do want to pass along here due to this flooding situation. But basically, at this point, there's just so much humidity in the air that if I were to go out there and sneeze, a thunderstorm would probably blow up.
Well, I've got an idea.
As we've been talking about all morning long, things will get a little interesting later on tonight. This is not going to be a huge severe weather outbreak. It's not going to be a major ordeal.
Give us a few light rain showers on Friday morning. That'll move on out. And the next one, which is right over here behind me, is going to sneak in here for the upcoming weekend.
The Sky Tracker Weather Center, this is a severe weather alert brought to you by Johnny Suzuki.
All right, good afternoon, everyone. Meteorologist Brian Goode here, closing in on the noon hour. I want to update you on the very latest. We have, first off, severe thunderstorm warning remains in effect for northern areas of Colleton County officially for another 15 minutes. But this line of storms is moving rather quickly. Let's take a look at it right now on street level radar. And again, you can see this band of storms, not very wide at all. It's a very narrow, but that narrow band of intensity is continued winds in excess of 60, in some cases close to 70 miles per hour. In fact, when this band pushed through areas of Hampton County not too long ago, we had a report of a trampoline that was lifted 100 feet up in the air in the community of Brunson as it passed through Hampton County. So that is now impacting southern Hampton County,
heading
between
4 and 8 with that squall line itself pushing through the area. So we'll keep an eye on that. And this stormy weather is certainly our focus of our trivia question today. True or false? You should always open your windows during a tornado. Take a good guess. The first caller with the correct answer wins a free Sonic Java chiller. Welcome back. As we mentioned earlier, the potential certainly for severe weather exists this afternoon. In fact, the Storm Prediction Center issued just moments ago a very rare statement saying that we're going to be upgraded as far as our potential for severe weather. In fact, take a look at it here. This is actually from the Storm Prediction website, and this is the area they have outlined for the potential for moderate risk. And again, you can see it covers much of coastal South Carolina all the way through eastern North Carolina. This zone right in through here likely to be upgraded within the next hour or two to moderate risk. A moderate risk basically means potential for strong tornadoes and widespread wind damage has certainly increased for the area.
From WCIV, this is ABC News 4's Good Morning Charleston.
Good Monday morning to you. It is February 25th. I'm Angela May.
And I'm Brian Goode. Thanks for starting your day off with us here on Good Morning Charleston. And before I get into the weather, I do want to say hello and a big thank you to those that were out at the Oyster Roast on Sullivan's Island on Saturday night and invited me out there, and it was very, very nice.
I'm proud of you. You went to an oyster roast.
It was my first experience at an oyster roast, and no, I didn't. I watched them all pop the shells open. I was fascinated by that part.
You didn't even try
I learned something. The single ones have bigger oysters. The clusters are salty. I did figure that out.
They're all salty.
Well, they're more salty.
How would you know? You didn't eat one.
No, I just trusted everybody gathered around, and I was listening in the conversation.
All right. Well, the next time you go to an oyster roast, you could at least, be respectful of that lovely oyster and try one.
I want to try one. The hot dogs, great.
A lot going on today's show.
We certainly do. Got a lot to talk about here. We're going to get you ready for spring. It begins. The first official day is next week, so I want to get you ready for a refreshed look, that is.
You're leaving and you're leaving, so I'm by myself next week.
It's going to be the Brian
entertaining
Goode show.
Yeah, it's fun.
She wasn't expecting a TV crew to show up at a cocktail party. Near? Far.
This is a big worm.
It's a giant necklace.
Big worm.
Yeah.
I love it. And we do that basically because we want to make sure we're safe and our animals are safe.
We're getting cute.
We hear the music.
Gotta say,
it's like the Oscars.
adios.
We gotta go. Yeah.
Y'all have a great day. We'll see you tomorrow.
See you later.
Heavier bands, though, still to the south of Charleston here, but they are lifting kind of to the north and northeast because it is an area of low pressure here that's just southwest of Savannah, so it's kind of rotating around. Almost like feeder bands kind of being sent right into the Charleston County area. Notice this dry slot trying to develop here. Eventually that may move in here as we head through the next few hours. Here's a closer view, and you can see, again, much of the area socked in here with some decent rainfall, a very steady rainfall, so lots of ponding on the roadways already taking place out there, and there's that flood advisory in effect for about another 35 to 40 minutes for the Charleston County area. If you look real carefully, even a lightning strike out there in the Atlantic. Could see a few lightning bolts here even this morning. As far as the rain totals, been impressive. Not so much to our north and east yet. Starting to catch up a little bit, about 1/4 of an inch as you head toward areas of Georgetown County. Getting close to over a half an inch now at Shadow Mouse Plantation. And look up to the southwest where it's been raining a little bit longer, closing in now on 2.5 inches as you head down toward the community of Morgan, which is just north of Hilton Head itself. All right, now here's a wider view of the storm system. It's taking up a good chunk here, the southeast corner of the country, and it's heading out to sea. And the backside of it will bring in some gusty winds and colder air. In fact, the cold weather here in Boston and D.C. is actually going to sneak down the coastline and head in our direction as we head into later on this afternoon. We're not talking about 30s or 20s, but it'll be noticeably cooler and much windier later on today. Now, once the system breezes on by, again, we get the gusty winds this afternoon, and then another system already moving into California. That'll be here as we head toward the rest of the weekend. Here we go with the forecast. Windy weather today, temperatures falling. Steadier rains will be ending though this morning, then kind of scattered activity this afternoon. 58 on Saturday, the first day of winter. 75 possible though on Sunday. If we get enough sunshine, we'll keep our fingers crossed on that, and then for the holiday itself. Temperatures in the 60s on Christmas Eve, 50s on Christmas Day, and only a slight chance for rain. Sarah?
Thank you, Brian.